Carbs. Should you cut them out completely, eat more of them? Over the years, carbs have gotten a pretty bad rap. And it's 2021, so I think by now, a lot of people understand that carbs are extremely beneficial, not just for overall health, but specifically building muscle and having better performance in the gym. Keto diets got really big. People thought, I'm gonna cut my carbs out completely and lose as much fat as possible. But in this video, I wanna share a few thoughts why I think you need carbs to build lean muscle and why keto is probably not the answer for you. Stay tuned. But what's up guys? Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, my name's David, and on this channel we talk about fitness habits and routines. I'm putting out a new video each week that focuses on nutrition to help you build some muscle and reach your fitness goals. So if you're into that, keep coming back so you don't miss anything. The main reason why you want to eat carbs to build muscle is because carbohydrates are protein sparing, in that when you don't eat carbs, your body's gotta find energy somehow. Your body's smart that way. It's an amazing thing at adapting to change and finding a way. What it does is, if you're not getting carbs, it's gonna reach for your muscle fibers, break that protein down because it needs energy. I need glucose. This is a process called gluconeogenisis. That's like the coolest nutrition word. Gluconeogenisis, when your body creates glucose from non-carbohydrate sources, such as muscle and fat. All that expensive protein that you're eating, it's going to waste. It's getting burned off as energy because you're not giving your body its preferred energy source, which is carbohydrates. When you lift weights, that energy reserve drops, you gotta refuel the tank, just like you would refill your car after a long drive. And by refilling that tank, eating carbohydrates, creating the glucose, which is then stored in your muscles, that is the energy reserve that you can use for next time. Anyone who's gone through the process of like meal prepping and dieting, tracking your food, knows the difference between being carbed up and working out versus being carb depleted and trying to work out. The difference is night and day. When you deprive your body of that stored glycogen and you try to lift weights, first thing is you can't catch a pump. No matter how hard you work out, whether it's low reps, high reps, how much you focus on mind-muscle connection, when you don't have enough carbs in your diet, your muscles just feel like they can't fill up. Being on those last 1 or 2 reps, thinking, should I go for it? But you're like, you re-rack it. I don't even attempt those last couple reps. Chances are every single set of my workout, I'm gonna re-rack the weight prematurely. And even after your set, you should have a pump, but for some reason you can't flex. If you have better workouts, you're gonna create more of a stimulus for your muscles to grow. And the only way to do that is to give your muscles energy. And the quickest way to give your muscles energy is to eat carbs. Not to mention like all the nutrients, the vitamins and minerals, but like that is the energy, right? To build muscle. On a cellular level, there's energy stored in the muscle. But if you want to lose as much weight as possible in a short amount of time, then going low carb or going keto makes sense. And also, if you're like competing on stage and trying to get crazy shredded, then yeah, cutting carbs makes sense. But I think for the average person looking to build some muscle this year, you don't want to eliminate an entire macronutrient. That to me just doesn't make sense, to eliminate carbs altogether. It shouldn't even be a question of should I eat carbs or not. It's a question of how much to eat, right? And the types of carbs. How much to eat, eating just enough to fill your glycogen stores and have productive workouts, but not eating so much to spill over and store excess fat that you don't need. If your goal is to build muscle, you constantly have to push yourself harder and harder in the gym. And the only real consistent way to do that is to continue eating carbs on a regular basis. You gotta keep making sure that that tank is full. Here's the thing about getting quick results on keto is because you're not eating carbs, you don't have stored glycogen, which means you don't have water in the muscles or as much water as you would. So if you do keto for a couple weeks, you're gonna see awesome results like losing 10 pounds, but how much of that was actually fat versus water and glycogen? If you're trying to lose weight, you don't wanna lose muscle size and water in the muscles, you wanna lose fat. It's about finding a balance. You don't wanna go all out on the carbs and overdo it like I'm gonna have a massive pump eating all these carbs, because there's a certain point where you don't use that excess energy and it gets stored. Right? So you want to find that balance and look at carbs as a tool. It's the ultimate supplement. It's the energy supplement that gives your muscles instant energy when you need and instant recovery. So that's gonna do it for the video, you guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya.